That is a crazy
Okay.
show.
Alright, so this is... Now it's not just about True Detective and talk about other shit. This is going to be more about what we've been doing besides just watching shows.
Oh.
So one thing is I'm trying to... Ooh, what is that? Is I'm trying to teach Scarlett about all the art history they've missed because they haven't seen
Not art history, movies. And
Well, no,
shows.
because I'm also doing video games
Oh,
and other
yeah,
stuff. You don't know anything. You've been in like a pod for the last 20 years, apparently.
Okay, I've been surviving. Okay. It's kind of hard to focus on.
Yeah. Oh, I was bruising.
But that's okay. But that's not true.
That's
I
awful.
have some favorite movies and stuff. It's just
Yeah, you're terrible.
okay.
When you've seen like 5 movies, it makes sense because Jesus
No.
God, we watched one of your
No.
favorite movies.
Oh my goodness.
That movie
It's so
Was
good.
terrible.
I
That
love
movie,
it so much.
the only redeeming quality. So okay, so there's this movie called Laid to Rest. I would guess it was a star.
Chrome Skull.
No, it's called the movie's called
Oh
Laid
my
to Rest.
goodness.
Chrome Skull is the sequel.
Okay.
It's called,
Okay.
which I don't know if I'm gonna watch.
I'm going to watch it because I
Apparently there was a third movie, but it's been indefinitely delayed. Possibly no more movie. Anyway, so fuck it. We'll open with this. So we've been going through a list. Let me get my book.
I love Chrome Skull so much. It's early 2000. No, it's not early 2000. Yeah, technically it
It's
is.
2009. It's not. Or
Still,
shut up.
it's still
It's early 2000s. If you look at
2000s.
the whole, if you look at to the 100 years.
It's so good though. It's about this girl who's like she wakes up in a box, essentially a coffin. It is.
It is a coffin.
Yeah.
It's essentially a
But
coffin
she
because
keeps
that is
saying
what it is.
She keeps saying it's the box, and she's in a funeral home. She's all alone. She's like running around and stuff, and she's trying to escape this killer who's like hunting her down. Like he like that's his whole thing is that he's hunting her down through this whole town. It's a small like southern town or whatever.
It is not in the South. Oh my God, this movie is so stupid. Continue.
It's my favorite movie. Okay, I love this movie so much.
That leans more credence to me doing this thing that I'm doing.
It is gory though. It's kind of a gore porn
Yes,
movie.
no
so you have
shit,
to.
it's gory. It's a slasher film.
Well, if you do watch it, you have to be a little bit careful because if you're squeamish or something. I'm not squeamish when it's like slasher films and stuff because the gory's over the top. It's funny. It's not funny, but it's so bad.
It can be funny.
Yeah,
This movie is weirdly not. This movie weirdly has no sense of humor, which is probably what makes it awful. Because if it had just a little bit more sense of humor, it would be at least worth watching again to be funny. But it has none.
It's good.
Because it has good kills. I'll give it that.
It does.
If you're looking for that, it has good kills. Somebody was doing a good job. That was the only person doing a good job.
Spoiler alert. So the guy in the car scene is one of the best kills, I feel like.
It's not a spoiler alert. You can't spoil shit.
Well, okay,
The
so
movie sucks.
this guy like leans in his car and then the Chrome Skull guy, he slices his face off, like the whole front part of his face off with a knife. And it's really gory and it's really graphic, but that's the point of it. It's this killer is like crazy. Also this killer, he does this like oh my god. So there's nothing explained about this killer at all. Like we are just wham bam,
He just sucks.
we are with this girl who woke up and she's running away from this killer. We know nothing about this killer except for what this girl knows about this killer.
But maybe, can I at least explain what this concept thing is that we were doing?
Oh, yes, sorry.
No, we didn't just randomly decide to watch the worst movie.
Oh, okay.
I'll give it this. It's not the worst movie we've seen. Somehow, some way, it is not the movie I enjoyed the least. I'll say that. I'll say that it is the worst movie we've seen. It's not the worst movie to watch that we've seen. Because the one that I hated the most...
Hellraiser?
Yeah, god damn it.
Yeah, I know it.
Movie's bad.
It's...
But it's better acted.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. And the locations are better. And it makes more sense. Other than that movie is bad. But let's see. We've watched... Because I was like, alright, we'll do a challenge. It's a movie a day. So at least one movie a day. You know, in theory, you should have at least 365 movies at the end of the year, right? And part of this was to teach Scarlett about a lot of movies because they haven't seen jack shit. So far, we've seen, I think we're still ahead. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Haven't seen that one yet. 10, 11, 12. Oh no, we're a little behind again because we got way ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen 12 movies so far. Today is what, the 14th?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to watch 2 today. And we watched some pretty good ones. So let's go. First movie we watched it because it popped up and it's a movie I wanted to watch. Upgrade.
Ugh.
I liked it, but I was expecting more. I gave it 3 stars.
Yeah.
Gave it 3 stars. I thought it definitely was running out of budget.
I think it was more body horror related because this guy's like paralyzed and he like at the okay, so spoiler alert. But at the end,
Stop spoiling the movies. It's not the point. Stop it. Stop.
okay, well my thing
Stop.
is that it's body horror. I think it's a great concept to play with, but I don't like body horror just because it's so scary and I don't like
Well, that's not the reason it fell short. In my opinion is that you're right. It did go more body horror than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be an initial
It's
thing.
a lot
But if you watch
more.
the trailers, it makes you think it's... Because I've heard people talk about this movie as, what if it was Venom, but good? Like, what if Venom was a good movie? So you have this thing controlling you and has superpowers and shit, and you can do crazy stuff. Imagine Star Child, but really, really violent. God, no one's going to get that reference. And it is very violent. There's a similar kill to your Chrome Skull kill in this movie.
Oh,
It takes
yeah,
that
with the
knife.
mouth. Yeah.
And I thought it was going to be him just stunting on people the entire movie because he's wanting revenge for his wife. And that's not what happens.
Nope.
It stops and then becomes something else and then gets very, very dark.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the movie, I expected more, but I didn't want more. So when you want more at the end of the movie, it's a good thing because you want more of it. You want to watch more of it. I didn't want to watch more of the movie. I expected it to be better, and I wanted more of it. Like, I don't want to watch a sequel to this because it would be more depressing. Because that movie is very depressing.
Yeah.
It's more of a horror movie than I thought. I thought it was going to be more of an action movie than a horror movie. But overall, I think it's good. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars.
Yeah. I liked Doom. That was pretty good. It was very colorful.
That's
very
the second one that I gave 2 stars
aesthetics.
because that movie kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of.
And
hard
when
to
you
understand.
finished it, you did not like it. So let's not do this alternate history here where you're gonna act like you love this movie because you told me this movie was bad, and it is. It's very strange. Now I'll tell you this: I wasn't bored.
I didn't like the story. I just didn't understand it. Whatever. But I did like.
you don't know if you like the story because you don't know what the story is.
Yeah,
And let me tell you, I'm reading the book,
oh,
and
hey,
the movie doesn't tell you what's happening compared
I
to
need
the book.
to go get the pizza out of the oven.
All right, go get the pizza. Okay, well, movies. Scarlett has pizza now.
Did you wash your hands?
Yes, I washed my hand.
Okay.
Goddamn. I at least have pepperoni. Anyway, Dune.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about the 1984 Dune.
You can have the pepperonis off of there if you want.
Not a great movie. Very weird movie.
I like the set. I really like the design.
Oh yeah, the design's
The
crazy.
concept designs. And
Beautiful.
Okay, his mom. I like her outfits, her hair, everything. I love her aesthetic so much. I love it so much. Like, just everything about her was so beautiful. And it was very space aesthetic. It was amazing. I loved it.
It makes sense since it's in space.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if it was.
Yeah.
But overall, so this movie is slow in parts it shouldn't be slow, and fast in parts it shouldn't be fast.
Yeah.
Would that be correct saying? Because for a good hour and a half, it's a lot of talking, a lot of talking, but not really explaining what's going on. Like, I'm not really sure what's happening.
Yeah.
I know what's happening because I'm reading the book. Also, the book is not hard to read. The whole weird plot thing that's happening where there's all these double crossings.
Yeah.
So, I've always told the book was incredibly difficult to read for whatever reason. I was thinking it was going to be because of the religious shit that happens. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably because
Space.
there's some weird shit that happens. But it tells you up front everything that's happening.
Yeah.
it tells you about the double cross. It tells you who's double crossing and who's benefiting from it.
Mm-hmm.
It tells you they're walking into a trap. Heads up, that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And both the 84 and then the 2021 version, which we'll watch eventually, they don't tell you that.
Zendaya.
Well, they tell you a little bit more in 84. But then, like, the second half of the movie starts where they're going to war, where they're doing, like, their weird, we're terrorists now thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit just starts happening. Like, I don't know if it was days, years.
Yeah.
Like, it was very strange. And all of a sudden, movie's over.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, y'all ain't gonna explain. So what the 21 version is, this is part 1. So it ends right after, so when it ends right after their base is attacked and everything, and they get away, and they go with the Freedmen. Movie ends. So part 2 is all about that second shit. So that tells you right there that there's a lot to explain. But this movie decided to not do that and just bulldoze. Suddenly we got super technology that uses our mouths or something. That was weird. We're yelling at people. Now I'm a Messiah figure.
Yeah.
Not great. Not great. Better than Chrome School. I'll tell you that.
The hardest movie for me to watch was Twister. Just
you don't like tornadoes.
It's boring. I just don't like
Listen here now. You are not going to say some stupid shit like that about being boring.
I just didn't
if
like
anything,
it.
that movie's not boring.
I just couldn't, like...
Why couldn't you get into it?
I don't know why.
The
it's just
ultimate
tornadoes.
monster is in that movie, and it's a tornado. You can't stop it. You can't kill it.
We should watch Sharknado.
Just come here. No. We're not, especially after comments like that. Sure as hell ain't gonna watch Sharknado.
Yeah.
Twister is great. What is wrong with you?
I used to love those movies, Sharknado, The Anaconda,
Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt.
the crocodile ones, where it's all really bad, like, CGI or whatever, but I love those movies so much. Piranha.
Twister is great. Fuck you. Twister is a fantastic... No, you're not changing the subject here. We're going to the list of shit we watched. Twister is great. I ain't gotten to Twister yet. We got a bunch of other movies. Like, I don't know, the third one we watched, Hackers, 5 out of 5. That movie's fantastic.
Movie.
I was hoping you were going to like it. If you didn't, I was going to kick you out.
It's got Angelina Jolie, and everybody's like a hacker. And everybody's
Makes sense.
weird.
It's called Hackers. Perfect 90s
like,
style.
everybody's got this aesthetic to them, and you can tell, like, it's all queer-coded.
Very, very 90s. I wish this version of New York existed, because I would move there.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I want to go to their cool club.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. I love it. Thankfully, you agree with that one.
Oh, yeah.
It's not one of your stupid takes. 5 out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Train to Busan.
Sad. Didn't like it.
Alright, Scarlett's one of them people that thinks if a movie makes them feel something, it's a bad movie. Because they don't understand art. It's okay, they're young. I get it, to a point. I mean, I don't. Art's supposed to make you feel something. But that's not why I didn't like the movie.
Oh.
Maybe it was the hype. Because I've heard so much about how great this fucking zombie movie is. And it's like, they're one of the best zombie movies ever made. And, yeah, it was sad. I will say some of the sadness seemed forced. Seemed like a lot of that shit didn't have to happen. Like, it was like the opposite of Deus Ex Machina, where like
the sister.
Instead of God saving you, it's like it's the opposite. God hates you. Like shit was happening that shouldn't have happened, especially in an empty train yard.
One of the sisters, the old ladies in the survivor group or whatever, the group of survivors, they were running towards a train. One of the sisters gets left behind because, you know, they're old ladies, whatever. But these sisters are, like, inseparable type of situation, which is really sad, because when one of them gets on the train and then the other one doesn't, she's, like, all upset about it, obviously. And then this whole, like, the rest of the movie, she's, like, sitting around, she's a little traumatized, you know. And we actually get to see, like, her talking and her thoughts, kind of, not, like, her actual thoughts, but, like, her talking. And then, it gets to the point where she finds out her sister is a zombie, and it's all sad. And
then she opens the door and kills them all, which some sons of bitches deserved it. I don't know why they were so mean. That's another thing. They seemed to turn really fast why these people were so... There's a lot about the movie I don't like. I think the first half of it's really... really good.
They were major assholes.
I think the first half it's really good, almost perfect. I
Yeah.
think it's after that it starts to fall apart. The infection's taking over the train, and we got to figure out what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Right after that, I start to not care anymore. The soldier when they
Like,
almost
what car is infected and
when
what's
those
not.
soldiers almost kill the two people at the end. Spoilers. When they almost killed two people at the end of the movie, I didn't like that. Now he actually starts singing this Hawaii song for some reason.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, it's real people," and all the soldiers show up and everything because they were like, "We can't identify them." Okay, Mr. South Korean soldier, of course you can't identify them. They're in the dark, and you're using a regular scope. You never once tried to call out to them. Also, the zombies don't move if we're in the dark. You should have learned that. You could have fired a warning shot. You could have done anything, but instead, nah, kill him. But then after you hear the girl singing, "Oh, now we're gonna help him," and apparently you've had this whole force that can help him this whole time. I hate shit like that in movies because it's incredibly stupid. The military is stupid, but the American military, which I guess mostly South Korea's military anyway, it's very, very stupid in certain ways. Not in that way. There's a whole protocol shit to follow. They're very, very anal about that shit. And it's like there's certain things like you don't do that. Especially if the virus isn't worldwide. Like you don't want to do that. You don't want to. I think there could have been some interesting shit to talk about. Hey, what's North Korea doing? I think North Korea would jump at the chance if all of a sudden there was a zombie outbreak in South Korea. I don't know. Considering that war is still ongoing, the only reason it hasn't is because they signed a stalemate, and the United States has been sitting there being like, if you fuck up, if you fuck around, you will find out. But yeah, I gave it 3 out of 5 because I thought it was really, really good right up until it wasn't. And it was far from the best zombie movie I've ever seen. I thought it was really interesting. The infection takes over them really fast. But I've seen movies like that before, and there are better ones. 2 of which we should watch because they're the ones that invented the rage virus. 28 days later, 28 weeks later. They just announced there's going to be a 3rd one.
Really?
Yes, I'm so fucking excited.
I like zombie movies.
Have you ever seen the 28 days movies? 28 days later, 28 weeks later?
Yeah.
We'll just watch them just to be sure. Those are fantastic. You want to talk about sad movies, though? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But yeah, Train to Busan, I don't know, it felt like it ran out of steam. So I gave it 3 out of 5. Next movie we watched, True Lies. This movie's awesome. Why are you about to tell me something stupid?
True Lies?
That's why I'm about to hear. I feel like I'm about to hear about how this fantastic, almost perfect movie.
I don't remember that one.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's a spy.
Oh.
Jamie Lee Curtis gets naked.
I love that one.
There we go. Good.
I thought it was so funny. He's so hot in this one.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Of course he's hot. Anyway.
Well, like, when he's younger, he's hot. He's
The
hot
man is
now,
almost
too.
80 years old now.
Really? He looks good.
Yes. Did you not understand that? By the way, both of those actors in that movie were considered old. When Jamie Lee Curtis did that whole strip thing, that was a very big deal.
I forgot about
I believe
her.
she was in her mid-40s.
Amazing.
Jamie Lee Curtis also in her 70s.
Amazing.
Loves Street Fighter. Huge nerd. Which is always surprises me. She's like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm a huge Street Fighter fan. They have a trans kid, too. They're very, very supportive.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I think it's their son, or is it their... I forgot which one they transitioned to. I just know they have a trans kid.
Well, after the last Halloween movie, or it was the one before that, I think. But I can't remember if it was
I still haven't
the
seen that last
one
Halloween movie because Jesus, it was bad.
But she was saying that she was getting death threats over a kid being trans, and I was like,
don't threaten Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis will kill you.
Like, why?
Also, Jamie Lee Curtis does not give a shit. She comes from Hollywood royalty. She could not care less.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Curtis is very old Hollywood family. She got her start in the horror scene. She became the original Scream Queen. For a good second there, she was in a lot of horror movies, a lot of slasher films. We should watch some.
I just don't understand why her kid is getting death threats and harm.
Because people are evil and stupid?
But I say, why do you care that much? Some kid is
Scarlett, they're passing laws to kill y'all. Y'all know that, right? Like, it's the answer is because people are evil and stupid. I'm going to have to be on a registry soon, so that's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully that gets shot down. Yeah. Anyway. I'm going to tell you that if I have to do that, I will leave this country.
Let's go to Canada.
Or I will leave to a different state that doesn't have the registry. If it's federal registry, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go to Mexico.
Let's go to Missouri.
Mexico is close. We're not going to no dadgum child wedding bride having Missouri.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's other things there. Mexican food.
How about, did you not have Mexican food?
Yeah, they do. A lot of it.
No, you have imitation.
You would be surprised, actually.
No, I wouldn't.
The thing I told you about with my mom's business.
Stop getting us in trouble.
I wasn't gonna say much, but I was like,
There's no
that's
good-
real Mexican food
There is
there.
no good Mexican food north of here. Just because Mexicans make it don't mean
no.
it's good.
That's good. It's good.
There's only a few
the
places.
business is unethical.
Chicago,
Yeah.
certain places in New York City.
Okay.
Certain places in New York City. Well, actually, I don't know if it's good Mexican food. There's great Puerto Rican food. I'll say that. There's fantastic Puerto Rican food.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why there's so many Puerto Ricans in New York, because it seems a much farther trip than Florida.
Okay. So I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not affiliated with anything illegal wise.
Scarlett,
Dealing with-
stop it. Just ignore it and move on. Stop adding more.
I'm just saying, it's just speculated.
Stop explaining.
I'm just saying.
Stop it. True Lies, 5 out of 5. Great movie. I
It
was
was
hoping
good.
you would love that.
Yeah.
Because it's a action comedy. It's one of the, I
It's
would say the
funny.
first of
I
its
liked
kind. But it's made by James Cameron, the guy who did the Terminator movies.
Oh, yeah?
And Titanic.
Ooh.
And Avatar.
Ooh.
Yeah. He decided to make an action comedy. And it's fan-fucking-tastic.
It was funny.
It's funny. It was the whole point. It's great. Yeah, I was afraid to watch it because I was like, man, I remember the actual bad guys of this movie. And I was like, this is going to get racist, isn't it?
A little bit.
And it kind of didn't. It kind of didn't. They were radical even for the terrorists at the time. It's like, even the terrorists were like, these people are fucking nuts. I'm like, wasn't as racist. They were stupid. And I'm kind of two minds on that because when you portray these type Middle Eastern terrorists as stupid, you can get in trouble because if you portray them in the wrong way. And I think this movie wrote a line and did it very well because some try to do it as showing them being stupid because they're not from America, they're Middle Eastern, and they're not intelligent because of that. Whereas movies like this one, mostly this one, and then there's a movie called Three Lions, which is actually about 3 Islamic terrorists, and it's a comedy. Figure that one out. It's great. It's a fantastic movie. We'll have to watch it sometime. And it's like, no, these people are stupid because they're stupid. Being evil doesn't necessarily mean you get to be smart. Now, being smart doesn't mean you don't get to be evil. But just because you're evil, it's like, they get a lot of stupid people to do their bidding. And these people are idiots. You know that TikTok thing where they're singing Dancing in the Moonlight?
Yeah.
And it's those 3 guys in the van? That's from 3 Lions. Or 4 Lions. I think it's 4 Lions. Where they're actually driving a van to go blow it up in America. They're a terrorist group.
I was about to say.
And the whole reason that dude is mad is
because
he's like, why are you guys listening to this American music and being happy and everybody else is dancing and jumping? It's really stupid.
I love it when it's like when the middlemen don't know what's going on. Like they're too stupid or too naive to like know they're doing something evil, or like they don't have all the information to know that they're doing something evil. But
well, no, they know they're doing something evil. They're just brainwashed. They're terrorists. They're literally killing them. It's body bombs.
What I was saying was that I think it's an interesting concept in movies and shows. It's just like somebody who's too stupid or too naive to know that they're doing something evil because of somebody else telling them to.
I'll say in this, these are not just stupid people. They are also the most incredibly evil terrorists ever. That terrorist leader, who is an actor I've never seen pop up in anything else, but he has a very, I would imagine I would have seen him something because he's very, very distinguishing look. The main terrorist guy.
Looking.
Oh, that dude's gonna kill somebody. That's what he looks like. I got cast. Did the role very well. Very evil. Very evil. But fun movie. I love that movie. I was really scared it was gonna get. But then again, it was made in 1994, so it was before 9/11. So before we, got really racist. But
I was about to say this movie would never fly after 9/11.
No, it would. That movie, people love that movie. That movie was replaying all the time after 9/11. Because it's about killing Islamic terrorists.
Oh.
But if they remade that movie in that time, that movie would be so much more racist.
Yeah.
Like, there were no slurs. Not even, like, basic ones. They didn't
Yeah.
say anybody wearing rags or anything like that. They said nothing about them being Muslim, other
Yeah.
than they were Islamic terrorists. It was very... It's 1994.
Except for the arms dealer chick, but she
She did art with Syrians and stuff like that.
yeah, she like smuggled the arms through artifacts and stuff, which is really smart. But,
Very surprised. Can you go back and watch anything from the 90s?
yeah.
Anything, certain beyond, you're going to expect something.
But that's because she was like from the
Go
area
back
or
to this
something
character.
like that.
Oh my god.
I'll remember all the way, but
Our next movie, Matrix Reloaded, just finally happened.
oh, it was good.
Yeah, I gave it 4 stars. I still like that movie.
I like the first Matrix and then the second one.
Well, first Matrix, no one's disagreeing with that. It's when
Yeah, duh.
after that people start being like whether or not the movies are good. I'm one of those people that thinks they're all good because I've watched them all. I watched the 4th one. I love them. I have to find the Animatrix so I can show it
Keanu
to you.
Reeves is so hot. Like, okay, in John Wick, the new John Wick
Oh,
movies.
stop. How do you pronounce his name? Did you call him Q-View Reeves?
No, Keanu. No. Stop! Don't make fun of me. I can't pronounce his name.
Keanu.
Yes.
You're from Hawaii!
And?
That's a Hawaiian name. He's
Oh,
Hawaiian.
yeah, that's what... I didn't say I spoke it fluently. I
Well,
spoke
Hawaiian
a
and Canadian.
dialect. Ah, military?
Keanu, I believe it means cool breeze. No, his mom's from England, I think.
Oh,
So like that.
dang.
She
that's
was a
weird.
designer. She's actually the woman that designed Dolly Parton's dress in Playboy. The bunny thing.
But he,
That she wore for Halloween once.
in John Wick, the newest John Wick movies are so hot.
I haven't gotten to those yet.
Okay, so I didn't really like him before. I was like, okay, whatever. He's an action movie dude, whatever. But then John Wick, the newest John Wick movies, I kind of was like, okay, I
You
get
haven't
this.
seen in his romantic stuff, have you? He's really good.
He's occasionally popped up in some comedies.
He's got really good comedic timing, too, because of the way he talks.
Yeah.
People think that he's like, oh, he's a bad actor because he talks that way. And I'm like, no, watch him in interviews. That's how he talks. Like,
Yeah.
it is a very interesting... That dude's probably on the spectrum somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Because the way he speaks is kind of unnatural.
Yeah.
But, so if you apply that to acting, people think that that's him being a bad actor sometimes. And sometimes he does give a bad performance. I've seen him.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it's just him talking. And it's like, no, that's just how the dude talks. That's Keanu Reeves. He talks like that.
I've watched,
and I love it. He's also like the nicest dude ever, apparently.
Oh, yeah. Apparently... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Matrix Reloaded.
Yes.
What do you think about it?
It was really good.
See any more allegories you may have missed? Or are we going to have
A
to watch
lot
it
of-
for the 3rd time again?
Yeah. A lot of religious stuff.
Yes, of course.
Also,
About the gay and trans allegories.
yeah.
Everybody is dressing in the leatheriest of leather.
Yeah. And then, also, he's
Except
in
for him. He's in like a cloth suit the whole time.
the movie called Replicas,
That's not
which is so sad.
that's not Reloaded. It's not Matrix Reloaded. I'm asking
I'm
you.
talking about Keanu Reeves.
Yes, but I'm asking you about the Matrix Reloaded. Concentrate, or I'll take away your pizza.
No, don't actually. But he's in Replicas, which is so sad. But I liked the Matrix movies. Like he's only like apparently I saw it on TikTok.
Focus on the one. We're talking about this one.
I am
this
talking
one here.
about it though.
No, you said the Matrix movies.
Colby, I am talking about it. Calm down. Calm down. I promise.
This is my pizza now.
Okay, so okay. I like the movie. It's pretty good.
You got a lot of movies to go through. I'm trying to keep you on pace.
I know, but I was talking about it.
What'd you think about the Matrix Reloaded?
It
Tell
was
me.
good.
You can go more in depth. Just don't go off on 5 other tangents. I do it too. That's why I'm trying to keep us on pace.
It was good.
We have 30 minutes left in this episode.
Mm.
All right, next one we watched, Spirited Away.
Sad.
Sad. Well, okay, I was crying. That
Yeah.
movie is not sad. That's the thing about that
I'm gonna
movie.
live there.
That movie is not sad though.
It
She
is
wins.
sad.
She gets everything she wants.
It is sad.
No one gets hurt. No one dies.
I don't want to go there.
Saves the world, right? Well, saves her world. Why are we crying at the end of this movie? This beautiful, incredible, amazing The first time I saw it was on Cartoon Network. I didn't see it.
To that witch, I would be like, all right, give me a job. I'm staying here.
She had to save her parents.
Sorry, I'm staying
What
here.
makes it sad is, like, even though she knows what she did is right, she seems kind of melancholy about it.
Yeah,
She's
she has to leave.
Had to leave her dragon, boy. That movie's fantastic. All the Miyazaki movies are good, but I still think that's his best one. We're going to watch all of them this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're all on Max, and I work for them, so I get that subscription for free, so might as well, right? Then we watched Twister. Twister was the 8th movie. Now, we've already talked about your bad opinion.
Like it.
I gave that 5 stars because it's great. The next movie we watched, Arsenic and Old Lace from 1944.
Okay, that was funny.
Of course, yeah. Now, I gave it 3 stars.
I liked it.
Because it does overstay its welcome a little bit. I'm not doing half points, but I would say 3.5.
It's a little frustrating because nobody's listening to anybody, and also...
It's a farce. That's the point, but that bugs the fuck out of me.
Also, it's like... everybody's talking over each other. And then also, there's this thing I noticed with, like, older movies. I don't know if you noticed it, too. But, like, everybody's so loud. Like, they'll be slamming doors, they'll be yelling.
They have to be.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing, is, like, with old movies, like, it'll be, like, they're talking at a normal voice.
They have to pick it up. It's the microphone.
Well, they're talking at a quiet voice, and then it's, like, slam a door, or...
You realize not too long
yelling.
before this movie was made, we didn't have audio in movies, right?
Mm. But it's that loudness that I don't like, and it's sensory overload. But I did enjoy
They're also
the
on a stage.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on a stage, too. They had the opposite of what we have now, which is sound is terrible. You can't hear anything.
Mm.
Back then, you could hear everything because that was the point.
Yeah.
They wanted you to feel like you were in a house or that you were there, or if it was staged like a play, they wanted you to feel like you were in the audience. So you heard them walking around, closing doors, shuffling stuff like that. So they turned the microphones up. Also, it was brand new technology. Now it's like, all right, there's a bag ruffling, but we may. I'm gonna talk about this for a second. I hate it.
But I go on tangents.
But it's so in movies now, they don't want anything getting picked up on the microphone, besides certain things like your voice, right? So when you see a bag ruffling, like a paper bag, right? That actual bag makes no noise.
Mm-hmm.
It's a silent bag. They then go back and hire a Foley artist to then make the sounds of what a bag might sound like. And then they'll go and fucking mix it, and it's terrible. So it's like, I can hear all this shit, but I can't hear what the people are actually saying.
Mm-hmm.
The reason apparently that they do this is so you can hear all these different details and you can hear everything.
Uh-huh.
But also so that you can trim them down and then maybe add the dialogue so people can actually hear.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is if you just did it all recording what's there, there's echoes and you may not be able to hear anything.
Mm.
However, somehow they've done this and they have created the problem they were trying to avoid, because you watch mainly Christopher Nolan movies, you can't hear a goddamn thing anyone's saying, but you can hear everything else.
Yeah.
Someone has because the Foley artist is going crazy. When I'm just like, why not just go back to what we did and get a dude with a fucking boom mic, just record everything? Because you watch some of these old movies and you're like, well, I can hear everything. I can hear what they're saying clearly. It's compressed well, but it's like now I saw Tenet. Everybody hated Tenet. I watched it and I really liked it because they remixed it, and I also turned some subtitles on.
Mm.
That movie is really, really important because if you miss, I shit you not, one line of dialogue at any point in time, we won't know what the rest of the movie's about. That's important. But for a movie that important, you can't hear what they're saying.
I liked all
those movies didn't have that problem.
Yeah, I liked all the characters. Like every single one of the characters, it was strange and funny and crazy.
His old aunts that kill people.
Yes, the aunts.
His brother that is also a murderer.
Yeah, and then Teddy. Teddy's my favorite character because he's
crazy.
Like,
then he finds out he's not blood related to them.
Yeah, he thinks he's Teddy.
Like, I'll get married now.
Yeah, which is so funny to me.
He's an interesting thing that he thinks he's Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah. And everybody's playing into this delusion that he has because it's a mental disorder or whatever.
But also because he's not hurting anybody.
Yeah. So it's not harmful. It's like the least harmful thing that's being done in
this particular like
movie. He's just like
in real life don't do that, but
yeah, he's like reading books and stuff. He's like, "Oh, I'm going on a safari thing."
Well, they said that they tried one time and he lost his mind. He went nuts and he disappeared for a while. So they're just doing it Taken to Panama. He's just digging trenches in the basement that they're then filling
Yeah.
with bodies of all these. Because these women who apparently everyone talks about how great they are. They're the greatest women ever in New York. Everybody loves the Brewsters. Blah 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 blah. Turns out they are serial killers, but
Also,
only for old lonely white men.
side note, they are the best women in the New York whatever because they were handing out like full ass pies during Halloween. I don't care about the murder. Give me the pie.
They killed 12 people.
And give me a whole ass pie and I'll be alright.
That pie might be filled with drugs. That
I'm
will
not
then
an
kill
old
you.
white man
Hey,
who's lonely. Oh, you touched my
I don't know. They might hear your sob story and be like, "Here's some wine." You never
I
know.
don't drink, so it's fine.
And then I have to find another way. They give you pizza.
Oh, probably.
They have a huge kitchen and one of the biggest fireplaces I've ever seen outside of Cracker Barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus
that's beautiful.
Christ.
And then the brother, he's funny. He's crazy. He's like this psychopath who is like tortures his brother all the time. Has this
Oh yeah,
plastic surgery.
real funny character there. What?
We don't like. Does it ever say why he gets the plastic surgery? Is it because
I
he's running
think
from
I
the
think he's
cops?
because he's running away. Yeah, he's
Okay.
had like 8 different facelifts.
Yeah, and he's like all scarred up and stuff. And his plastic surgeon is like following him around.
And then they
or like traveling with him.
and it's kind of a blink and you'll miss it kind of moment, but they do mention that the reason all this shit is happening, but nobody's connecting the dots, is because for whatever reason no one has slept. Because his brother and then his brother's weird German boyfriend or whatever that just hangs around and is really weird. They haven't slept in 2 days.
Yeah.
The cops that show up also talk about not being
Weird ass
slept.
twink.
I don't think the main character has slept. The Roosters seem to have slept, though, the women.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think the women slept, but they didn't seem to be affected by it.
Well, they didn't sleep for about a day. But everyone else has been up for 48 hours. Because they keep talking about 48 hours, 40 hours. They never really
Yeah.
explain why, but I think that's why so much weird bullshit was happening.
The taxi cab guy didn't sleep.
You know? That must be like a $5,000
He was standing
fare
out
he
there
had
the
there.
whole time.
Alright, next movie we watched at our Arsenal Old List, which is technically our first classic movie in terms
Yeah.
of like old Hollywood. 1944, during the war.
Mm-hmm.
No, we got some more. I'm looking at some here I got on the bed here on videotape. Next movie we watched, Super Mario Brothers 2023, the animated one. What'd you think of that? Because I have opinions.
Didn't really like it. I like that Charlie Kelly from... I know that's not his real name. But the actor who plays Charlie Kelly in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, he plays Luigi. And I was like, that is so interesting.
He's really good as Luigi.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
That movie has no story.
Like, I was like, if it's anybody to pick, it'd be him because Charlie Kelly likes the sewers. He likes being in the sewers. And Charlie work is all about, getting gross
It's not
stuff.
the same person as Luigi.
I know, but it's like, for some reason, to me, it's just that connection is there, and I'm like, he's the perfect person.
This movie should be called No Time to Explain, because that's all they do.
Yeah, I didn't
I
really
have
like...
breakneck speed can fix a lot of problems, because there are problems with this movie that are never addressed because there's no
Yeah.
time to explain.
Also, it's kind of gay as fuck, because it's like...
They're in the Mushroom Kingdom. What are you talking about? What?
I saw and heard things before I watched the movie, okay? And I was expecting something a little bit different.
You need
but
to stop hearing and seeing things.
Yeah.
It's Mario. It's your weird homosexual agenda out of my video
Yeah.
games.
No, I heard that there's gonna be some weird stuff between Luigi and Bowser, and there was for a second, but then I'm like, oh, well, never mind.
Anyway, I gave it 3 out of 5. I call it surprisingly okay. But the movie has a lot of it. Like there are so many issues, but by the time you think, hey, that's a weird problem, movie goes, shut up, we got something else to do.
Yeah.
Now the ending, I really like the ending. The ending was badass. The ending was cool. Them actually going back to real New York and having the final battle. I thought that was really cool. Them getting the star power.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful movie. I can't fault the animation. It's beautiful to look at. But man, they didn't give Chris Pratt anything to do.
Mm-mm.
Like, I get he's not really doing a Mario voice, but they didn't really give him anything to do. I wish it was Charles Martinet. I wish that would have been his last role as Mario. But it wasn't. That's the guy who's been Mario since 1996. He's been Mario for a while. He's the Yahoo! That's Charles Martinet. Before that, Mario was like a deep-voiced Italian dude.
Mm.
Hey, Yo, Luigi. What is that cartoon? They're something about spaghetti. It's really fucking weird. Anyway, he's a very deep Italian dude. But then Charles Martinet has been Mario forever. And he was in that movie. He was actually Mario's dad. Which, why wasn't he just Mario? But whatever. They didn't give him anything to do. They didn't give anybody anything to do. They didn't give Chris Pratt really anything to do. Much better how I think the Garfield movie is going to be, because the Garfield movie is horribly miscast. Chris Pratt
I like the old one.
should not be
It's
Garfield.
so scary.
When the perfect actor to play Garfield exists.
Mm.
And he just won an Emmy for his performance in The Last of Us.
Mm.
That is Ron Swanson.
Okay, so the Garfield movies, I've
Those
watched
movies
like
aren't great.
the first 2.
There's only 2.
Yeah.
I mean, the first.
Like, okay, so the one where he goes into the harmonica looking thing is so scary to me. Where he goes into the other world or whatever. That's so scary.
I don't know what they're talking about now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, there's a movie. There's
talking about the CG movies?
No. Oh, that one's scary too.
Because there's only 2 live action movies.
No, I'm talking about the animated one.
That's what I just said. I just said CG. Computer generated animation.
Oh, I thought you meant the one where they tried to do it like live action, where
No,
it's halfway.
that would just be live action.
Oh no, that one. I didn't like that one. That one's scary too because it's
How about
big
the ones
old
they put on?
eyeballs.
How about the animated ones they put on Cartoon Network?
Oh yeah. That one. There
Those are
was
surprisingly okay. There's one that gets like sucked into a movie or something.
Yeah, that accordion thing. I guess it's a camera or something where they get sucked into
Yeah, it's
the
a
other
big old
world.
camera.
And that one scared me so much as a kid for some reason.
You have
I
weird
don't know
fears.
why. Like it scared me so much as being stuck in this other world where you can't get out.
Now, I have on here that the next movie we're going to watch, we're probably going to watch tonight, is Super Mario Brothers 1993, which is a movie everyone hates. I secretly love because, as a Mario movie, it's awful. But if that movie was called anything else, I think it's an okay movie. I think it's really fun. It's very 90s, very stylish. The Mushroom Kingdom, for whatever reason, is like this cyberpunk hellhole where everybody's eating like scorpions and lizards. It's really weird. It's really, really weird.
I've done that before.
There's a scene where the Twin Towers get destroyed. That's a little weird.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Because someone points it out too. The Twin Towers! And they just
Also,
like...
side note, I'll have to do a story time about the time that I ate a lizard.
If we didn't have 18 minutes left and some more to get through.
Okay.
What? No, that's its own episode. We'll get on to that.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We're going to watch that. I have it here in my pile of tapes that I got when I braved the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's probably 4 degrees outside now. Next movie we watched after that. A movie I'm severely disappointed in. Was
What?
expecting it to be so much better. The remake of Hellraiser.
Yeah.
I gave 1 star. With a little note here. Been a while since I've been this bored.
Beautiful. Okay, so apparently
Everything about it's pretty good.
Yeah, the whole set design is beautiful. All the aesthetics are beautiful. The concept designs for the Cenobites, they try to keep it to the original, which I appreciate.
I like the original
Very
better.
beautiful.
I like the original concept. I think Pinhead looks better in the original. Now I understand it's a different actor and whatever, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the actual. If they would have put that, actor in just something closer. There's something about these guys looking like S&M demons that's always it's resonated with audiences for quite a long time, and it's it's scary. But now they're just kind of generic demons now.
Well,
Like, I don't like that. Also, I don't know what the fuck happened at the end.
I
of
like
that
the
movie.
gore. That was really cool. And then
Yeah, the gore that was kind of non-existent for a very long time.
yeah.
Was this movie really non-violent for like almost 2 hours?
Yeah, it was kind of like slow burn, kind of edging you almost to the point of like something scary's gonna happen. And it did with the guy.
It was no. Edging applies tension. I was not tense.
Well,
That's why I was so bored.
Well, with the guy, the cultist guy, they were like pulling on his nerves. That's pretty gory and scary.
There were
But-
cool concepts. I just didn't care. It took almost 2 hours to get to the house.
Yeah. Also, the chick who plays Pinhead, she's a trans chick, which I thought was cool.
There's a lot of cool things about the movie.
Yeah.
It should be so good. Why isn't it? Because it has a much bigger budget than the original. You haven't seen the original, I take it. We're going to watch that. It's available. We're also going to watch its sequel, which is awesome.
I want to watch Candyman.
Is this the worst of the Hellraiser sequels? God, no. It might be the most boring, though. That's sad. Well, I don't know. There's one before, because there's a lot of Hellraiser movies for some stupid-ass reason, and they're all awful. Like, there's Hellraiser 1, great movie. Hellraiser 2, some people like it, some people don't. It's divisive, but it is a good movie. But I think it's divisive because that's the one where they go to hell. And then Hellraiser 3 is not a good movie, but a lot of people might like it because it's so fucking goofy. And I'll give you that because one of
campy goofy. Or?
Yes, one of the Cenobites is a CD player that shoots out CDs that cut
I
in
love
half.
that
It's
so
insane.
much.
It's because he was a DJ. So they.
I love that. A DJ.
One's a dude, I think, that shoots videotapes at people, too.
Oh, that's
He gets killed in, like, a VCR shop.
That's cool.
It's so stupid, though. It's stupid, but it's the reason the movie's worth it. After that, there's not a single good Hellraiser movie. And that, sadly...
I love that so much.
Sadly includes the new one. I was very excited for this movie. I hadn't seen it because I hadn't had Hulu until recently. It was something I wanted to watch.
I think they were trying to...
I don't know what they were trying, but they failed.
Okay.
Look, the worst thing a movie can be is boring.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's not entertaining you. It means it's not keeping your attention. And you can have what seems like boring subject matter be very entertaining and be very... It's the difference between a good teacher and a bad teacher teaching the same subject. This was a bad teacher because there's cool shit concepts. They're not teaching you math. There's cool concepts. There's some cool creature designs. There's a good idea. It should be scary. But for most of this movie, I was bored.
Yeah.
Once the brother disappeared, the weirdly awful brother...
Yeah.
Also, I didn't care. That's another thing. I didn't care about anybody. But I was sad about one character's death, and that was that one girl that just shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. She was the roommate.
Yeah, that was it. Everybody else was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Kind of. But yeah, so we watched that. 1 star. Awful. So Chrome Skull was the next one we watched.
So good.
The last one, which is called Laid to Rest. It's about a killer called Chrome Skull. Awful, terrible, piece of shit movie. But if you have to pick between that and Hellraiser, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but pick Laid to Rest. Because Laid to Rest is a terrible movie. It's horribly written. It's horribly acted. There's like one good actor in it, and that's Lena Headey, who's in Game of Thrones. She's in the movie for all of 2 minutes before she gets murked. Horrifically edited. The editing in this movie is special. It's that bad. It deserves its own category of terribleness.
Mm-hmm.
The story is stupid. I would say a concept of just waking up not knowing who you are and being chased by a killer is an interesting concept. Other than that, they seem like they came up with the idea of the killer first and put shit around him. It's like, what if he had a chrome mask? That was it. The way they kill a killer, so that's the cool thing about this movie.
Oh.
There is actually legitimately great things about this movie that make it better than Hellraiser. And it's not boring. Because once you get past the awful story, the awful writing, the awful acting, it has a pretty good, kill ratio, I guess. I don't know what you call it. I don't remember how many minutes there are between kills. But there's a lot of kills, and they're fairly interesting. He doesn't just stab people and they die.
Oh no, he
he also has like a crazy bowie knife. He saws one person's head off with the back of his knife once. When he does the stab people, he does it crazy. Yeah. They just stab people. He's like, I'm gonna stab you through the head, but I'm not just stab you through the head. I'm gonna stab you through the head, pin you to your house.
Yeah,
and then rip it through you. It's gory. He cuts one dude's face off. It's like he kills one person with the tire repair kit.
Yeah, the tire filling thing.
That was cool.
He shoves it in the guy's ear, and it
explodes
his face.
He shoves Fix-A-Flat in the dude's head, and it explodes.
Yeah, it explodes his face out.
That was awesome. I'll give you that.
I told you,
there's some cool stuff.
It's just gore porn.
The way they kill the killer, because he has this mask that keeps falling off, and because it does, he has to put this stuff on it. Which, by the way, stupidest killer ever.
Yeah.
So he has to put it in his face. So they switch the stuff out, and it's like they combine it with something that comes acid, and he puts it on. It just melts through his face.
And that, so during that scene, he's like,
that was cool.
You can actually see him like pulling at his skin, like to get the mask off, and he's like still alive while this is all happening. He only dies when he basically rips his mask off, essentially ripping his whole face off.
Well, he deserved it.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for the dude. He absolutely deserved it.
Yeah.
But that is the only redeemable thing about this movie. Even gore porn slasher movies that are terrible need a little bit more to them to be more enjoyable. If you watch a lot of the slasher stuff in the 80s, the thing they have going for them is campiness. So they know the actors is bad. They know the writing's bad, so they make it very campy. That's where this movie fails, because somebody was apparently on the wrong page and read a different script than everybody else, because they played this movie so straight and serious, but it falls flat on its face. But it's not bad enough to be that funny.
Yeah.
So most of the movie just sucks until you get to the kills, and that's it.
The kills are good.
The kills are good, but still, I hate. I wouldn't watch it again. And one of them is the horrific violence against women that seems to have no part or reason, and I hate that. It's one of the things I hate with the horror genre.
Well, that's the whole
pisses me off when I watch it.
Is like,
and that's why it's awful.
I like this movie. I really like this movie, but the whole point of this movie is this killer. Like, we don't know anything about him until the end, where we find out that he's like targeting women by state, right? So the main girl's name is Miami for him, because she was found in Miami. She's like this hooker who he picks up and he pays. And
that's another thing. They tease at one point in time that she has a big secret.
Yeah.
That's her big secret, is she was a hooker?
Yeah.
Well, I thought the big secret was like the reason he keeps going after her is like they're secretly partners.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That would have been cool, wouldn't it? No, instead it's like, and then she's like, "Oh no, I was a hooker," and it's like, you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. I was about to say,
the movie has lots of
just
problems.
Hooking.
It's like, oh my god, and she wasn't even gonna have sex with him. It was just a blowjob. Oh, cause you see the video of it and whatever. It's.
Yeah, she like was gonna go with him into the hotel room or whatever, and he like knocks her out.
I hate that there's a sequel to this, because that means you're gonna talk me into watching it.
Yeah.
I hate it, but
it's a good movie. I like it.
Don't listen to them.
I don't care what you say.
Movie is awful. That movie is awful.
It's a comfort movie for me.
Every single one of the movies that we've talked about, outside of Hellraiser, it hurts that that movie's that bad. Hellraiser, you sit there for so long wondering when it's going to get good, and it just doesn't. Yeah. I don't know if I was in a bad mood or what, but that movie's bad.
I really like Chrome Skull. Not the killer. I like the movie. I like the killer. He's an asshole.
Movie's called Laid to Rest, if you want to check it out. It's on Tubi, so at least it's free.
I like Chrome Skull. It's such a good movie.
There's a sequel to this. I hate this. So next, the movie we're probably going to watch tonight, after we watch Night Country. This is interesting. I did this just because I wanted to. I recorded the movie Barbarian on VHS.
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh, ew.
On VHS.
I've seen a scene of that. I only saw one scene because I was really scared of it. And... Hate that.
Listen to that sound right there.
ASMR.
Oh, yeah, right there.
VHS ASMR.
Yeah! Super Mario Brothers, the movie, 1993. I'm curious.
Are we watching Barbarian tonight?
I don't know what else. We're watching Super Mario Brothers tonight. I don't know what else we're watching. I got a good list of movies there.
We should watch Barbarian tonight.
I got Barbarian. I got The Three Musketeers, which I really like. I got Strange Cargo with Joan Crawford and Clark Gable. I got Wings, the first movie to win the Academy Award, 1927. Mm-hmm. You got your movie history. Jackie Chan's Rumble in the Bronx. There's a scene in this movie that is absolute gold where he kicks a dude in a hammock who was doing absolutely nothing. And it's like the hardest kick ever. It's so funny. Harrison Ford is the fugitive. Since we're on this true crime or this true detective kick, stuff like that, I think you'll really like this. This movie's fantastic. It's side character. So this is the thing. This movie's great. Mm-hmm. About a man who's accused of killing his wife. He tries to prove he has to solve the case in order to prove his innocence. Great movie, Harrison Ford. But this movie is so good because it has supporting actors, as the team, the U.S. Marshals team that has to hunt him down because it's a manhunt. They're so good that they made a sequel just about them. Because it won Tommy Lee Jones the Best Supporting Actor award because everybody loved them so much. And when you watch the movie, you'll find out why. Because his U.S. Marshal team is like the most charismatic, greatest team ever. Then, a good horror action classic From Dusk Till Dawn. And then...
Ooh, yes.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
Of course.
I've seen scenes of that, and I've been wanting to watch it for a real long time.
Don't worry.
We found those at the bins.
Yes, we did.
We found that one.
We're going like their movie history, so you're going to watch this. But about the Super Mario Brothers, I'm curious to how... I like it better than the new one. I really do. I would rather watch this one more, 9:30 version. I find it more fun. I like the performances better.
That made one.
But I'm curious if you'll like it.
Mm.
This movie takes more chances. I'll give it that than the new one. The new one's a fine movie. It's a fine movie. 3 stars. I don't want to watch it again. It was surprisingly okay. I'm not mad at it, but
yeah,
it kind of hurts that it wasn't better because Mario should be better. This movie, I'm curious what you think because you liked Hackers.
Yeah.
If you liked Hackers, I wonder how you're gonna do this, and then I'll have to get SLC Punk and shit like that. More Matthew Lillard. Being awesome.
Yeah, him.
Probably should add Scream to this list.
Oh, like the originals?
Mm-hmm.
Not the funny ones? Not the funny movies?
Not the funny movie. None of those movies are trying to be funny.
The scary movie ones?
Those are called Scary Movie.
Those are so funny.
And not the show, because the show is awful!
Okay, so I watched the show, part of the show. It was, I have opinions on it. But
Everybody's opinion, because this show was bad. Anyway, I guess I'll see y'all in the next episode after we watch some more shit. Stay warm.